What's up, my friends? I do realize that it is not Thursday today and Friday, but I got a new camera and I really want to try out a 2-camera setup, so that's why I'm uploading today. But let's get straight to it. A few weeks back, when I got home from Greenland, I opened the mail and there was some of this really cool looking craft fur in it. It was craft fur from nightmare musky flies. And what's so special about this craft fur, you might think? There's nothing that special to it other than it has sewed in some of these really cool looking flash strands, and well, it's the perfect amount if you ask me, and it saves me one whole step of tying in some flash additionally. So a really cool product in all sorts of colors, and thanks for sending me this, Tony. And to you other guys, if you want to check this out, I have left a link to Tony's website in the description below. The fly we will be tying with this craft fur is a fly we've tied before. It is a craft fur baitfish, but of course with this little twist of built-in flash. So without any further ado, let's jump down to the vise here right next to me, as we always do, and tie out this little nightmare fly. All right, let's get this one going. Get on some thread here. Tie that down to the hook point. Then grab yourself a piece of this lovely craft fur here, just a small bunch. Pluck out the underfur like this, or underfur. It's not real fur, but it does have something similar to underfur. So let's just stick with the underfur. Right, I have a small bunch here. Measure that out. Roughly that length. Tie that in on top of the hook in reverse like this. Make sure it sits on top. Cut off this little piece there. And you want to flip this back over itself. Tie that down. Just like that. And this is just an additional step as well, but I really like the look of these flies if you tie in these flat wings. So I will just be adding 2 of those, but you can leave these out. I'll measure that out. Cut them off in the desired length. And now to my little trick here. Those of you who have been watching my channel for a long time know I like to do this. If there's any new ones watching out there, first of all, welcome. And this here is a little trick I like to use when tying in these flat wings. Just place a drop of UV resin on the feather. Put it on where you want it. And then just sap it with your lamp. Just the easiest thing in the world to do it like this. And the feather will stay and won't twist on you when you tie them down. I know how to do it the old school way, but this is just way easier. So put on a drop like that. Put it on the side there where you want it. And just hit it with your lamp. Like that. And these won't be going anywhere. They are staying right there. Sorry for the noise, just want to get some ice ready here. I actually always do that. Oop, one fell down. I like to place them on my hand like this. So right there. And I want to grab some dubbing here. In this case is it's Senyo's laser dub in fluorescent hot orange. Whoops. And I want to put that on the hook like that. Make 2 loose turns. Pull down on it. That will help it distribute itself around the hook. Fold this back, tie on top of it, get the thread a bit further up the hook shank, then just tie in a little more. So what I'm doing, pulling these fibers so they get nice and straight, and then just place it loosely around the hook, make 2 loose turns, and then just pull down like this. Tie on top of that. And if you find it's too much, just pull out a few fibers here and there. I think that's looking good. So grab some more here. Cut that off as close to the mat here as you dare. Again, pull out that fur underneath there. Measure out the length. You want it a tiny bit shorter than the longest ones here to get the right taper. So, and this I want to tie in reverse as well, but I just want to show you a small trick here because now I can't tie it in reverse because I'm holding it the wrong way around. But one way to flip this the right way around in your hands is to hold it like this, press it onto your finger right there. So now you're holding it like this. Hold that up here. And then you have it the other way around. So tie that rope, punch in on top of the hook there. Roughly on the top of the hook. We want another layer on the bottom here. cut off these forward pointing fibers, the butt ends. And really secure this. And then just work a little bit with it here. So now you can see it is roughly just on the underside, or that's not true, on the top side of the hook here. So flip that over, and I might have to refocus here. Then cut off another piece here for the bottom half. Same thing, plug out these shorter fibers, get rid of that, at least if you want a really clean look on the fly and don't want it to get too bulky. So once again, the trick to flip this the right way around, because now it's wrong again. Put it onto your other finger. Like that. So now you have it under control. And it's the right way. Again, just work a little bit with it here to make sure it's all the way around the bottom half here. Get that to refocus. Right, so this is looking quite messy. Grab yourself a pen or something like that, something with a hole in it, so you can push it in over the hook shank like this. Get these fibers under control. And then just tie a few thread wraps on top of that before you do anything. Just check everything. When you're satisfied, just advance your thread up in front of it all. Grab your whip finisher. Finish it up in front here. Just like that. Cut off the thread. Now comes the fun part. At least I think. So if you moisten your fingers a little bit, you can kind of predetermine the look of this fly already. And another thing I like to do is just to take, there's always some leftover resin on the tip of these, so just put that on there in the front whoop of the fly. It keeps your bottle clean, and it really helps to build up the shape of the head. So grab all the fibers and feathers and whatnot here, and pull it back like this, and then just, you can make it really thin if you want. So if you want it really thin, just keep pulling and harden the resin. But I like to push it a little bit forwards again to really exaggerate that teardrop shape, and then just hit it with your lamp. Like that. And that will ensure that your fly will keep the shape now from for the rest of the process here and gluing on the eyes. So let's get that done. Put a drop on the side here. Squeeze on an eye. That's looking good. And cure up that resin. Same thing for the other side. When you're happy, just zap that. I think these eyes may be a bit too big, but it was what I had lying around out here. They'll do. So now all there's left is to, yeah, these eyes are way too big, but I'm sure you get the idea. All that's left now is to put on some resin in between the eyes here on the top. Just let that soak in for a minute. Maybe a bit on that finish in front here, if there's room for it. Cure that. Flip this bad boy over. Let me refocus. Now usually I use manual focus on my camera when I'm making these tutorials, but somehow I forgot that today, so bear with me. Let's get that back around. Right, so all there's left is to, you could fish it like this, but I'm, as you know, pretty OCD and I like my things to look nice and neat, especially for you guys, so I will take the time to clean this whole thing up just a little bit. A nice round head here. Keep it spinning a little bit. and then just cure that. Right. Now let's cure it up. Not my proudest tie, but it will do, and it most certainly will catch a fish or two. So here you have a craft fur baitfish with the flash fur from Nightmare musky flies. Alright, so that was it. Super cool material, this flash fur, flash craft fur. I don't even know what Tony calls it, but it's really cool. So maybe go out and check out his website. Get yourself a pack or two of this lovely craft fur. Remember to subscribe to my channel while you're in here, and go check out some of the links below. And well, you guys know the rest. I will see you in the next video.